Hi, I'm Shivani and this is NIJ Lifestyle. Today I have come out here to a beautiful park for some walking. Lockdowns have been eased in most cities now, and if you have been working out so far at your home, it is time to step out because there's nothing like exercising in the open area. This is a beautiful park in Hyderabad where people normally come for cycling or walking, and you can hire a cycle and take a round for just 50 rupees per round, and it is around 2.5 kilometers, so that's a lovely workout. I'll tell you, if you want to switch to walking as a way of exercising, then stick to brisk walking because that will give you long-term benefits. And I think just being out here in the fresh air and inhaling some fresh oxygen is so good, so relaxing and rejuvenating early in the morning, and it is cool also. So it's very important to start early in the morning, get your gear together, be in comfortable exercise clothes and set out for a nice park. Even if you have to drive a little bit, it's worth it. The key to getting a great workout with brisk walking is to maintain a pace that gives your heart and lungs a challenging workout, but not so hard that you run out of steam too quickly. Now, the term brisk walking is somewhat vague. Is it a little faster than your normal pace? Is it a lot faster? To help firm up exactly what it means, there are several ways to measure your pace to make sure you're in the brisk zone. So one way to determine if you're walking fast enough is to measure your heart rate. A safe target heart rate while exercising for most adults is 50 to 85% of your maximum heart rate. Exercising at your target heart rate means you're getting the greatest benefit from your workout. Another way to measure your pace is to count your steps. So if you can walk at least 100 steps per minute, you are walking fast enough to reap substantial fitness benefits. Using a fitness tracker can help you keep track of your steps and how fast you're walking. The test is the talk test. Figuring out your walking pace doesn't require any math. Instead, to measure your pace, you start talking while you're walking, the way I'm doing right now. So if you can talk comfortably with some breathlessness, you're probably walking at a moderate but brisk pace. If you can't talk easily because you're out of breath, the pace is probably vigorous. If you can sing out loud, the pace is likely too slow to be considered a brisk walk. If you can, try to pick up the pace. So benefits of brisk walking are multiple. Regular cardio exercise like brisk walking offers a wide range of physical and mental benefits. Some well-researched benefits include weight loss. Walking can help you lose weight by burning more calories and increasing lean muscle mass and boosting your mood, so you're more likely to keep on walking. Also, it leads to improved cardiovascular health. Walking about 5 days a week can help lower your risk for heart disease. Regular cardio exercise may also help lower the levels of LDL, which is the bad cholesterol in your blood, and also lower your blood pressure. Walking also leads to lower blood sugar levels. This means the cells in your muscles are better able to use insulin to draw in glucose for energy, both before and after you've exercised. Improved mental health has also shown that exercise can boost self-esteem, your peace of mind, your sleep, your behavior with other people. So I think it is a win-win. Now that I've done already about 3 kilometers in this park, I want to talk to you about certain things. It feels so nice to be free and be in this open air after long periods of lockdown and being restricted at home. This freedom is precious, let me tell you. This freedom is what we thrive on, this fresh air and the ability to go wherever we want. But 25th June is the anniversary of the notorious emergency that was imposed on India many years ago, in 1975, I think. And so much had been curbed in terms of freedom. Today, I see India continues talking about freedom of expression, but their track record hasn't been that great when it comes to freedom of expression. There are so many instances, which you get to hear from your parents and your grandparents, how freedom was curbed by the typical Congress behavior. Let me see if I can still sing. My heartbeat is at a high. I reached an average of 125 beats per minute, and let me see if I can sing a song. This beautiful location, of course, makes me want to break into one of those Bollywood hits. And Kishore Kumar, of course, is one of my favorite singers. So, one of my favorite songs is from Andhi. Well, did you know that Andhi was also banned by Congress way back because the story kind of resembled the life story of Indira Gandhi? So, the movie never did well because it went into the cans as soon as it was released. But of course, over the years, the songs became very popular. इस मोड़ से जाते हैं कुछ सुस्त कदम रस्ते, कुछ तेज कदम राहें. I'd say it should be brisk walking is tez kadam rather than sust kadam. So pick up the pace. If I start telling you about the number of movies that have been banned by INC India over the years, you will come to know the banning mentality of Congress. I mean, they try to talk about freedom of expression today, but the list of movies is endless, right? From Andhi to Dilip Kumar's Ganga Jamuna, Jugnu, Raj Kapoor's Fir Subah Hogi, Rang De Basanti, Padmavat was also initially banned by Congress. Amu, which was based on 1984 riot. In recent times, there was a movie called Arakshan, which had mega stars like Amitabh Bachchan, Deepika Padukone, Saif Ali Khan, and Manoj Bajpayee. That was banned because they felt that it had some resemblance to the Gandhi family. So they have been pretty categorical in suppressing any kind of communication which went against their narrative. So that emergency type of mentality is pretty much a part of their DNA, I feel, because it started from Nehru, then Indira, then Rajiv. And Sonia Gandhi has got many books banned, such as The Red Sari, which was supposed to be resembling, her life story. Let me read out some of the books that were banned. Satanic Verses by Salman Rushdie, and India became the first country to ban it all over the world. That was done by Rajiv Gandhi. Also, his later books always ran into trouble. Somehow, The Moo's Last Sigh was banned, and Midnight's Children was banned. So, even though it was based on India, and it was such a prophetic book because it talked about children born on the 15th August 1947. So that was the storyline, but it was banned for some reasons. Talking about Kishore Kumar, All India Radio had banned Kishore Kumar songs to be played for a long, long time. He had refused to participate in some of the movies, documentary type of movies that Congress wanted to make, and he had to pay a heavy penalty. Also, Devanand and Manoj Kumar were in the same category. Freedom of people was curbed. So, as free-spirited artists, they refused to participate in it. And cycling is a faster alternative to walking, because sometimes walking alone can be boring, unless you have music plugged in. I would recommend don't plug in music in such a place. Just soak in the nature, soak in these bird sounds, peacocks calling out to the clouds, to rain. Oh my God. I think I've gone back to my childhood, which was spent mostly in, cantonments. And I used to cycle to school almost for 5 to 7 years. And it used to be a natural exercise for us, and at the same time, it used to give a sense of freedom and adventure, being responsible for your own cycle and going alone. Nobody had to accompany you, so those were better times. I have had a very, very rigorous workout early morning. I think I have burned almost 500 calories and I deserve a good treat. I've come here to one of the most popular sweet shops in this area. It's called Delhi Sweets, and it is a haven for us North Indians because we crave for our food, our kind of food, the chole bhatura and the chaat. So this is our favorite go-to place at the moment. Of course, I'll do the calorie counting later. So here I'm quoting from an article in Economic Times. Perhaps this is one of the funniest bans ever. 50 years ago, a particular startling ban was imposed and had lasting consequences. So this was in 1965. On August 23rd, 1965, milk sweets were banned in Kolkata under the West Bengal Chhena Sweets Control Order imposed by Congress Chief Minister Prafull Chandra Sen. Sen was an upright, committed man who the current CM Mamata Banerjee, in her memories, claims as her mentor, though she's too politically savvy to try a ban on Bengali sweets. Sen had been a freedom fighter and then Minister of Food in the first government of independent Bengal right until he took over as CM. So Sen had not counted the effects, both psychological and practical, of the sweets ban. He was an austere Gandhian who possibly saw sweets as inessential luxuries. But for ordinary people, small things like sweets helped ease the problems of daily life, and their absence symbolized the failure of the state.
Thank you so much for watching this video. Stay tuned for more such videos on wellness and lifestyle. Stay tuned, stay aware, stay healthy.